So first of all, the National Startup Champion winner of 2022 goes to Kicks Sportswear, Sammy Mhaule. Sammy, please join me on stage.
Oh my goodness.
Sammy,
Hey, how you doing?
a big congratulations. You know,
Thank you
you're
so
amongst
much.
many
Thank you
thousands.
so much.
You are among many thousands who reached this top award. You know, for me, it's a very special award to win the National Startup Champion. You are the mainstay of our economy. You're a job creator, and you are the future of our society. And your story is amazing. And I have to. I'm quite emotional when I talk to the winners because it's important to me. And just a very big well done. And Sammy, if you don't mind me, I've got to ask you a couple of questions. I can't let you go that quickly if you don't mind me. I love your background, by the way, super professional. Tell me,
Thank you
Sammy,
so much.
tell us why you started your business and what makes your journey unique.
I started my entrepreneurial journey started at the age of 14 on the street of Tembisa selling ice cream. And it was not because of choice, but it was because of the background that I come from. And in order to fend for myself was out of wanting to provide for myself and look normal as other kids at school. And the big part of that, I did not know that it was sparking an entrepreneurship bug within me. And when I started my first business at that young, tender age, it was literally about wanting to fit in the society. But Kick Sportswear was born out of passion in wanting to create a feel-good sports brand that can compete with the world. And I wanted to tell a story of being from Africa to the world. And I sat and asked myself why we don't have a brand that is coming from Africa to the world. I've seen different products, but I've never seen somebody who has packaged and positioned themselves in competing with the great brands that we know. And being an entrepreneur, it's always been about creating a product, but at the same time wanting to also create a platform where entrepreneurship can be grown. So those things for me, they've literally fueled me as well as motivate me to want to create Kick Sportswear. As you know, that Kick Sportswear was born out of COVID-19 during the difficult times. It was the time for me to assess the market. I saw that as an opportunity to be able to take time to assess the market and understand what is driving the market at the time. And probably Kick Sportswear, it's one of the brands that I have established that excites me and keep me going every day. And I get excited about it.
Sammy, as you said, the late Steve Jobs always said, if you love what you do, you never have to work another day in your life. And I can see you filled with passion. And I just think for you, Sammy, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
You're going on to great heights. And I just want to say it was
Thank
an
you so
absolute
much.
pleasure engaging with you this morning. And I'm truly grateful for your time this morning. And again, well done on what you've achieved. It's a massive achievement. And I know that our sponsors, the media, are going to take you on a massive journey. So well done to you. Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to the journey, and thank you so much to you guys for the
Wait, I
platform
haven't.
and to be able to be exposing young businesses, small businesses that are doing the most. Thank you so much once again for this opportunity as
Sammy,
a
I
platform.
haven't finished with you yet. I'm not. You're too good to leave too quickly. I'm going to ask you two more, and I've got to ask you this because I know you've been in this route. Your biggest challenge you've faced so far. How did you overcome it, Sammy, and what have you learned from it?
I think for us, establishing a product or a company out of COVID-19, that is on its own has been a challenge for us. And what has come into a challenge has been now turned into an opportunity. And I started Kick Sportswear with no funding or support from the government. And I'm one person who believes that you need to start where you are. You need to be able to look at the resources that you have and assess whether they're important to your life. And if you believe in your business, if you believe in your dream so much, why can you not invest the little resources that you have before you invest in? I mean, you invite somebody else to invest in your business. I took a leap of faith in believing that Kick's dream is possible and it can change and bring into employment as well as create a platform for entrepreneurship. And the biggest challenge, as I've said, was funding. Then I had to sell my property, a home, I have had to sell my car, and I figured out that if I sell my car at the time, I should be able to buy a bakkie that will be, assist me to deliver to our clients. And that was very important to me. And that has always been a challenge for us in able to unlock that capital. But now that we have survived in the last 2 years, we have managed and find ways into reinvest into the business and allow the cash flow to flow within the business cycle.
Absolutely. And just one final question to South Africa's first champion of 2022. The global startup revolution, or renaissance, if you like. What advice can you give to new startups?
I've always said to people that hopes and dreams are not for a selected few, but for all those that believes and work hard in their dreams. Entrepreneurship is one of the key that unlocks in growing us as a country and unlocks a change into our economy. Entrepreneurs, they need to learn to start where they are, and it's so important that you test yourself. You give your time to test yourself in order to understand what journey you need to take. And I've always said to people, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. It's the most challenging thing you can ever go through as a person, and it goes through phases. And it's so important that as an entrepreneur, you understand your right to war. And when I talk about right to war, whether you want to start a business or whether you are already in business, you need to understand that establishing a business talks to resources, talks to things that you need in order for you to be able to strive as a business. And I always use an example of a soldier going to war. If a soldier goes to war, you will have to assess your enemy, understand the ground you walk into, understand what type of environment you walk into. So entrepreneurship is the same. You have to understand your right to war, which is your purpose that connects to the ability to feel yourself in to keep going. Because if you don't align those two things, you can start a business today and fail tomorrow. But at the same time, you need to be able to understand that the ground that you're working on, is it going to need capital? Is it going to need resources of human capital? And it's so important that you align all of those tools in terms of your purpose. And I always say to entrepreneurs that money should be the last thing that drives us, but passion, if you have passion and you have the character, if you have the resilience and you have ethics, that should be able to allow you to stay in business for the longest time. And every entrepreneur that started a business in 2022, your right to war is something that connects to your purpose, is something that connects you to drive your business to the next level.
Sammy, great words from a great man. A big congratulations to you. And of course, you remember shortly coming up in January, you're getting your frame, get your commemorative medallion. And we're going to work closely with you, and you're going to work with me to inspire others. So, Sammy, thank you for being with us. Take good care of yourself.
Thank you so much.